Rockology Hour Interviews.
Well, welcome back to Rockology Hour Interviews. I'm your host, Jake Story, your resident rock connoisseur. I hang around Riverside Radio, usually on Thursday nights at 8 p.m, where I do a live radio show called Rockology Hour, believe it or not, and where I bring you some of the best new music, new artists, interviews, you name it, anything alternative music related, I bring it with weirdness attached. And this podcast is going to be all the interviews from that show. And this episode, this one was a fun one. I really enjoyed this one. This is with the front man of Wallflower. The man's name is tough. It's Vini Moreira-Yeoell. And I believe I'm still pronouncing it wrong to this day, but he's such a nice guy. He didn't make me feel bad at all. So, so Vini from Wallflower, as I think I referred to him on the show constantly because I didn't have to say his surname. We had a great chat. Their new record's out beginning of June, and since this chat, they've released another new track from that forthcoming album called Eat Away at My Heart. And also they had released Hungry Eyes, I think the week of this episode. Two amazing tracks. I'm really excited for this record. I think it's going to blow the doors off. Another amazing record to come out in 2020. But yeah, let's find out more about Vini and Wallflower. And we get into Stappoke, we get weird. Like he was... This was the first time I could have probably spoken to him, and I felt like I'd known him for ages, which is always a good sign of a good interviewee, I guess is the word. But yeah, this is my chat with Vini. I believe it was on episode 76 of Rockology Hour. So yeah, sit back, open a cold one, and enjoy the show. That was Wallflower with their track Magnifier, and in 1 second I'm going to pass over to myself, chatting to lead singer and guitarist of Wallflower, Vini Moreira-Yeoell. You won't believe how long I spent trying to get his name pronounced correctly, and I still think I've got it wrong. Anyway, that's by the by. I'm super excited for their forthcoming album, Teach Yourself to Swim. Comes out on the 5th of June. They've just released Hungry Eyes just over a week ago. We're going to end the show on that. Because we don't have time for the record of the week, because we get so deep in this chat and the Stappoke, and we tangent off. We talk about Harry Potter, MySpace, you name it. We dive into it. But yeah, thanks Vinny for sitting down with me for a lovely chat. And let's move over to that chat. Passing over to myself on the Skype machine. Jake, take it away, boy. Anyway, I am joined on the Skype machine by frontman of South London rockers Wallflower, Vini Moreira-Yeoell. Is that right?
Hello.
Did I get that right?
That's beautiful. It was beautiful.
I've been nervous about saying your name all day just because I knew I'd butcher it horrifically.
Honestly, mate, so many people have got it wrong over the years. I'm so used to any sort of iteration of it at this point. It's fine.
Yeah, well, great. So how are you getting on? How are you finding life at the moment? It's a bit strange times we are living in.
Very, very strange, yeah, to be honest with you. Confusing times, sat at home for the last week or so, just kind of doing things, playing video games and sitting about doing almost nothing.
I mean, it's kind of great, isn't it? I haven't worn jeans in like a week.
Well, I find it hard to admit to quite a few people, because a lot of people that I know, I'm like, oh man, I miss, working and doing things. I'm like, man, I love being here. I love doing nothing. Let me do nothing for the rest of my life and I will be happy.
I know I'm kind of smashing through Tiger King on Netflix, then Disney Plus happened, and now it's just kind of it's taking over. Yeah, it's not a bad way to live our lives really, but I imagine after 3 weeks I'll get super bored. Don't know about you.
It's starting to set in. I think after the first week, the romantic side of it has worn off, and I'm starting to realise that I'm running out of things to do.
Yeah. Well, you've kindly joined me as on the Skype machine because your new track Hungry Eyes came out. I'd say a week ago.
I think it was a week ago today. Yeah. A week ago today. So yeah, thanks for having me.
I love it. Oh, I love it. I love the track. Thanks for coming on. And I'm very excited for your debut full-length record, Teach Yourself to Swim, which is out 5th of June. Talk to me. I want to know all about it.
how was the writing process? It sounds like it was quite a long kind of project in the making. How did it come together?
Well, to be honest with you, it has been a long time coming. I think the record has been done and ready now for probably over a year at this point.
Oh, wow.
It's been a while. It's one of those things where we kind of started the process, let's say about 18 months ago, and we were writing, and at first things were kind of going a little bit slowly, and we kind of had to give ourselves a bit of a kick up the bum. And then out of nowhere, we just started writing about sort of like 3 or 4 songs, every sort of like 2 or 3 weeks we had like 3 or 4 more songs written, and next thing we knew we had like 12 songs that we were all really, really into. They were all super different, and there's the record goes a lot of places, and we ended up getting in the ranch with Lewis Johns, who we've pretty much recorded everything we've ever done before. Nice. That was an extremely enjoyable experience. One of those things that you always build up to it, sort of doing a long stint in the studio, and that's something that we've always tried to give every track that we've ever done a good amount of time to get right. But it's always been one of those things that one day we're going to spend, nearly 2-3 weeks in the studio just getting our heads down recording. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah. There were moments that were difficult. I'm pretty sure I had a breakdown in the studio at one point, as I'm pretty sure everyone else that does a similar thing has had at some point. So it was one of those things where we really wanted to get every single part of it right. And that's probably why it's taken so long.
Was it quite an intense recording experience? Were you like kind of isolated away, or was it
to a degree? Yeah. Well, I mean, the big thing about it was that, we as Wallflower, as a band, we all have jobs. We all, pay for this out of our own sort of pocket. We do it all on our own backs. So we were kind of trying to figure out a way that we can all be in the studio for the best part of, 3 weeks, whilst there's, tours that we have to get time off for. And, so there was a lot of back and forth. I think I was on a National Express about 2 or 3 times back and forth to Southampton. But yeah, I mean, the ranch is kind of a bit far away from civilization as far as it goes. So you do get a little bit of cabin fever. I mean, we're bad for it, really. I think we were there for about 2 days and we were already starting to go a bit mad. People just eating porridge every day, and it just. But we made the best of it, and there was a lot of fun sort of things that came out of that sort of entire session. We like to go into it fairly prepared, but there's always going to be things that aren't completely done before you get to the studio, and there was some things that we had to kind of write and finish off when we were there. And if anything, those are some of my favorite bits of the entire record, the bits that kind of just happened whilst we were there. So
nice.
A lot of fun.
Yeah,
Spontaneous, definitely, and just a bit, I think everyone was kind of just trying to get into getting their heads in the zone and getting the best out of themselves, and it was hard work, but really appreciate it as well. Lewis, who just every time we've ever recorded with him has always done an amazing job for us, and this time was no different. Just better every time, always pushes us, and without him, I don't think we'd sound the way that we do on the records. So yeah, that was fun. It was a really fun process.
Awesome. So how does the new record, how does it compare to like your previous recordings? Hungry Eyes seems a bit heavier. Is that kind of common theme for the new record, or how is it different?
To be honest with you, I think the best way to explain the record is if you take everything that we've ever done, everything that we've ever done over the last sort of like, God, I don't even know how long we've been releasing music now. It seems like such a long time. We've had a couple EPs, a couple singles and stuff, and we've kind of spread ourselves out along the way. Everything that we've kind of done, there's a bit of that on the record. So, if you listen to our EP, Where It Fell Apart, that came out a couple years ago now, that's kind of got a bit of a heavier vibe to it. So there's a few tracks that have kind of continuation on from that. There are some songs that almost have a little bit more of a vibe of our first EP. And, we did a song, I believe we released it last year, or maybe it was a year, it might even been a year before that. You lose track of time with these things. That's kind of I almost see that song lyrically and thematically as a bit of a prequel to what this entire record kind of does and what it's all about. But to be honest with you, it goes a lot of places. It's one of those records that do go a lot of places. Awesome. Yeah, it does go a lot of places. Sorry.
I'm really excited for the album because you guys kind of incorporate a lot of my kind of favorite elements in bands, kind of quite guitar heavy. I grew up like kind of listening to Thrice, brand new, kind of new bands like Microwave, that kind of alternative rock with like a heavier edge but really, really strong melody. Which kind of bands do you kind of take influence from?
Yeah, so I mean, I think the best way to think about it really is that we wanted to try and capture almost, I think everyone's kind of had a lot of points in their lives where they get into like different types of music and they get into kind of different types of things and, you know, different phases and whatever. And I feel like we kind of wanted to capture a little bit of that on every track. So, you know, there's some songs that are definitely heavily influenced by bands like Thrice. And then you got some tracks that might even be influenced more by bands like Queens of the Stone Age or something like that. Definitely a lot more of that sort of like alt rock, emo sort of thing. Bands like Radiohead, we wanted to get a bit of that British element into it there as well. I mean, there's they're one of our favorite bands and one of our biggest influences, you know, of all time, and they're just such a special band. So, you know, it's things like that. And then, you know, I mean, there's like loads of solos on this record, which is something that we never did. I love it. I don't know what happened. We just all of a sudden started loving. We went through a phase of loving solos. So I think there's like 3 or 4 guitar solos on that record. Every single one of us. There's 3 guitarists in Wallflower, so every single one of us have a solo at some point on the record. And there's one that sounds like Brian May recorded it. So like, if that kind of gives you a good example of like, just it does go a lot of places. It goes a lot of weird places, and I think that's what I'm really proud of, really, of ourselves, of kind of how we managed to do that. There's a lot, you know, and I'm not trying to throw shade at anyone by any means, but I hear a lot of records nowadays, and they do one thing really, really well, and you'll get like a 10, 12 track record of a very similar sort of sound, and it's very cohesive, and it sounds great. Again, not trying to, you know, throw shade at any bands or anything like that. Just I kind of felt like, you know, when we all kind of spoke about this, when we got the record back and we listened to it, it was like, there's a lot going on here, but it never feels like it goes too far from what we're trying to do, you know. It still sounds like Wallflower from the first track to the last track, but it just does a lot, and that's something that we're all really, really glad about, because I don't think we would have been happy with something that was pretty much just down one road. So we'll see how it goes.
Awesome.
People might hate it.
What was the feeling like when you kind of, you know, you listened to the masters back, you listened to the album the whole way through? Because I think it was kind of a 5-year journey to get to, you know, this album coming out. That must have been quite like a satisfying feeling to hear the whole thing through. It is. Yeah. I think we've all been in quite a few like bands and stuff in our time in our band, and I think it's the first time any of us have ever put a full length together. And it's one of those things that, like, you know, anyone who plays music, who plays any instrument and has ever recorded music and released anything, always builds up to that kind of that album moment where you have a moment where you've got that album. And it felt really good. I mean, we got the record mastered by a lady called Emily Lazar, who's done some of our favorite records in terms of mastering. So, you know, when we got those last masters back and it was finished, we were just like, oh my God, it just sounded, you know, like not from, you know, just the actual quality of the recordings and everything, just the amount of work that everyone that got involved on it put into it. We were just so happy with that. So yeah, that was a really good feeling. And yeah, I think I had to kind of have a moment at one point once we finally got all the recordings where I just put everything that we've ever recorded from start to finish, just listen to it in one go. And just hearing that progression, and, you know, hearing where we've gone and where we've come, and, you know, be able to give ourselves an opportunity to just do that. And it's all been, you know, off our own sort of back, and you know, like
setting ourselves deadlines. Yeah, we always try to keep an element of that. You know, I would never want to go as far to say that we're a completely DIY band. You know, we have management and we have people who help us out with things, but, you know, everything is still done by us and we're still in control of it. So it's really satisfying when you get an end product that you're really happy with.
I'm sure the petal heads will be super excited. Are you still calling your fans the petal heads?
I'm so happy that you said that. if you're asking me, forever and always, I will call people petalheads. But
Yes.
there'd be some contention with the rest of the guys in the band for me even saying that. But you said it, not me. Let's go on record that you said petalheads, not me.
I love it.
I think it's brilliant. You know, Slipknot have got maggots, and
Lady Gaga's got monsters. Has
monsters. Yeah, Wallflower's got petalheads. Yeah, that's it. Works. But yeah.
Awesome.
No, I didn't say it though. You said it, and that gets me out of trouble.
Okay, cool. I'll clarify that. I'll take the rap on that one.
And I will take the rap on that one, you petal heads. Right now, we're going to take a pause for the cause avec the lads with the ads. The second half of the show will be coming right afterwards with my chat with Vini, where we dive into some Stappoke. He's a lone wolf this week. Can he beat the previous artists who've come before him? 18s to beat. Stick around. Riverside Radio Part 2, Rockology Hour. Back in a mo. Welcome back to Rockology Hour, episode 76. This week on the show, I've got Vini from Wallflower. Halfway through our chat, we're about to dive into some Stappoke and all things bright and beautiful with Vini and Wallflower. And after that, we've got their brand new track, Hungry Eyes. Unfortunately, we don't have time for Record of the Week this week, but on the podcast version of the show, I will be adding to that. So yeah, stick around for that. But for now, here's Vini from Wallflower, part 2 of our chat.
You're on Riverside.
Well, I just heard the news today. It's time for us to play Stappoke.
Are you open to playing my Stappoke quiz game? Are you ready?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll give you the standings as they stand. So this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6th. You're the 6th artist to do this. So it's a fairly new game.
Okay.
At the top of the leaderboards, in first place is Joint. You've got Milk Teeth and Take Flight. In second place, you've got Sinker. Third place, you've got Foxjaw. And Loathe are in bottom place with they got 11.5. Foxjaw got 15. Sinker got 16. And the score to beat is 18. What Milk Teeth and Take Flight both received. Okay, so for the audience at home, if you've not heard this game before, I sing lyrics in the voice of Scott Stapp. And then Vini here has to guess the next line, the artist, and the track name. Each question is 2 points, total out of 20. And yeah, see if you can beat 18. It's gonna be very tough because you're on your own. I think a lot of the other guys had kind of two or three members there, so it's gonna be tougher for you. But
it's one of those things. Like I always forget lyrics when they're in front of me, so I'll probably be rubbish. Let's see how it goes.
I'll try and help you out as much as I can. Okay. I have to do my walk up. Me, my sacrifice. Okay. Number 1. Hungry eyes surround me, the stormy.
They feed on your insides. I forgot my lyrics.
Oh, no.
But you know what it is. They feed on your insides.
Yes, that's right.
They're starving. something. Wallflower, off teach yourself to swim. That's us. I know that one vaguely. Do I get it?
The track name. Yeah, it's the track name. Did you say the track name?
Yeah, Hungry Eyes by Wallflower. Cool. Yeah.
And I'll give you that. Oh wow. Okay.
Okay. Look, can I just say something?
I'm gonna have to help you out.
This is really indicative of what it's like being in a band with me, because honestly, we've been playing that song for about a year since recording it before this has got even released, and I realized when I was getting ready to do the video that I was singing the lyrics wrong for the last year until I recorded it. So yeah, that's what being in a band with me is like. Yeah. Basically.
If it makes you feel any better, Danny from Foxjaw also almost forgot his own lyrics, but Josh was able to step in and help him out. On this one, I'll let you off. I'll give you 2.
Thank you.
You did get the next line. Yeah. Okay. Number 2. Am I doing that one? Yeah. Okay, I'll do that one. And if you don't love me now, you'll never love.
I know it's The Chain by Fleetwood Mac.
Yes, it is. Yes.
I just think they go in that bit. So something about breaking the chain.
Yeah, I'll give you 1 point. I can't give you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So 3 out of 4. The line is I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain, or accept I can still hear you saying you would never break the chain, never break the chain.
Right? Do I have to respond as if I was in Creed? Because I
I mean, I'd love it. It doesn't give you extra points.
I probably best not. I'll peek the mic.
You get 50 points for Hufflepuff or whatever house you're in for doing it in Scott Stapp's voice. Slytherin if you like metal, I reckon. Slytherin's the metal house, let's be honest.
Everyone says that I'm in Hufflepuff because they know
Me
how
too.
much that annoys. Because apparently Hufflepuff is the most boring one. I'm definitely a Ravenclaw.
No, Ravenclaw are the nerds. Hufflepuff are the guys who like to go down and party. And they're like,
Really?
oh, Voldemort, who's he? Who gets pass me the beers. Where are the beers? Hufflepuff.
I mean, like, I know I'm derailing this conversation a little bit.
That's
but
fine.
I was watching Harry Potter the other day, and
Yeah.
wouldn't you just be so annoyed if you were just trying to get on with your school year? You're just trying to get on with it, and every year those three, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, getting all those points,
Up to no good.
just get on with it. Let me learn. Let me be a wizard. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it annoys me. Yeah.
No,
it annoys
you got to focus on your grades. Like,
exactly.
yeah, education's important.
Job in the ministry. How are you gonna get by?
What job do you reckon you would have gone for if you were in the Harry Potter world?
I reckon I would be that nutter who picks out the wands.
Ollivander, yeah.
Yeah, does he die? Spoilers if he does. I feel like
he gets smashed up by some Death Eaters in the last one, I think.
Yeah, I reckon I'd be like him, but I'd give everyone the wrong wand.
Yeah.
Cause chaos.
Yeah. Too much dragon blood in this one.
Yeah.
And it just blows up in their face.
It turns out I gave you the wrong one.
No, that's fine. Well, I'm glad I'm in the same party. Oh, party. It's party like a political party, Hufflepuff. The Lib Dems of Hogwarts.
Oh,
okay.
God. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, it's slightly derailed, but I loved it. Okay. Number 3. Okay. Let me try and remember the melody. Okay. Someday you will find me up beneath the landslide.
In a champagne supernova in the sky.
Yes.
Yeah. Do I get that?
Yep. Yes, correct. And the band and the track. I guess.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oasis, Champagne Supernova.
Boom. That's a big 2 there.
Yeah.
So that's what 2. So that's a 5 out of 6. 5. It's still not off the cards. You'd have to smash every single one to go top. But
yeah.
I back you.
I'm getting my head in the game now.
Yeah. It's zoned in. Okay. Number 4. Let me try and remember the melody. I always forget the melody. Okay. We were lost, now we are found. No one can stop us or slow us down. We may have mentioned this band earlier.
No, the song. It's Thrice. I know it's Thrice.
It is Thrice.
And it's. Oh, God. We are lost and we are found. I don't know the song and the lyrics, but I know it's Thrice. I know the song. I've definitely heard the song and I like the song.
Okay. I'm trying to think of ways I can steer this in your direction here. Thrice. It was off the Heisu. They are doing
they're doing the 15th anniversary.
Yeah. That's the thing they're doing at 2000 Trees.
Yes.
I think it opens up the record if that helps.
Yes, it's no, I'm gonna have to pass. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let myself down. You know, I've got
I'll give you half.
In front of me. I could Google it, but I'm not. I'm not about that. I want to get it. I want to do it right.
I respect your honesty.
It's a good track.
It's a great track. It's the Image of the Invisible by Thrice. And the next line was, "We are named and we are known."
I would have never got the lyric.
Yeah.
I would never have got.
Liverpool, we know that you'll never walk alone. Okay. Right. Okay. So what is that? 5.5. 5.5. Okay.
I get a half point. I'm happy with a half point.
Yeah. You're on your own. You need help. Everyone else has been in groups. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Number 6. What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just in one of your plays?
You're the pretender. What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not gonna want your place? You're the pretender. I know it's Foo Fighters, the pretender.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
I feel like I got the lyric right. Did I get the lyric right?
That is right, but there's another little bit afterwards.
Oh, I need to get the lyric after. Pretender.
Yeah.
What if I say I'll never surrender?
Yes. That's a solid 2. That's a solid 2. Okay, so what is that? 7.5 out of... No, that's all right. 5. 1, 2, 3.
5.5 before, I believe.
5.5, so 7.5 out of, what, 9? I guess? I don't know.
I
That
think
can't be. It has to
9.
be even. I've lost the plot. I'll do the adding at the end. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I can't read my own writing. Okay. Number 7. Before the truth will set you free, it'll piss you off.
Before the truth will set you free, it'll piss you off. Before you find out what you need,
Oh, it's so close.
you're gonna lose the plot. No,
That is the second half you said was correct. The first one is slightly off, but it's very, very close.
it's Bring Me the Horizon, and it's off the most recent record.
Correct.
Yeah. What was it called? First
First,
that they released off the record.
Yeah.
I've forgotten the name of it. Mantra. That was it.
yeah.
Mantra. Yeah. Before the truth will set you free, it'll piss you off. Before you find out what you need. Did I say that? Was that what I said before?
That's what you said, but it's very, very close.
The thing is, I hear songs, I never look at the lyrics, and I just make up in my head what the lyrics are. So that's what I've been singing for the last year and a half.
I do the same thing. I wouldn't know the lyrics if I didn't have to look this up. I'm tempted to give it to you, but the Loaf Boys will never live it down because I was not harsh on some of theirs, but I could have given them some which I maybe should have. So I have to give you 1 for that one.
That's fine. I'll live by the rules. I like to go by it.
Yeah. So the lyric was, before you find a place to be, you're gonna lose the plot. But that's super close. I feel bad.
No, it's fine. I got it wrong. If I was on stage doing it,
Yeah.
people would be criticizing me right now.
Yeah. They go, I'm pretty sure he said that lyric incorrectly. Okay. Okay. Number 8. Was that number? So keep the blood in your head and keep your feet on the ground. That melody's a bit off. I might do that again. I can redo it if you want. I'm not happy with how I delivered that.
Yeah, please.
So keep the blood in your head and keep your feet on the ground.
Oh, yeah. It's.
We mentioned them earlier, if that helps.
Yeah, it was. I know it's brand new.
Yes.
I know, The Quiet Things.
Yes.
No one ever knows.
Yes, that's 1 point. 1 point's in the bag.
Intended, but I again, lyrics. I don't know. I haven't listened to brand new I guess 3 years now. So
Yeah.
I don't remember the lyrics anymore.
I didn't know them until I read them up. To be fair, and I've been listening to this track for whenever it came out.
Yeah. No.
Back when MySpace was a thing.
Of course, yeah. Which was the golden days for me.
Oh my god.
It's all been downhill since MySpace.
What was
Bulletins, PC for PC.
Oh god. What was your MySpace song you had in your profile, or one of them?
Well, I actually wanted to be. I wanted to kind of be different and individual. So I had One Thing by Amory. I don't know if you know that song. It's this one thing that got me driven.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I was trying so hard to not conform that I conformed and put a pop song as my MySpace song.
Did you get any heat for that?
No, I don't think anyone cared. To be honest with you, I think people just ignored me as that was pretty much my entire existence between I don't know, my teenage years and now.
I think I had Fight Star Death Car, which really didn't attract the girls. I'll tell you that.
Good track.
It comes in with that screaming straight away, but it's a good track. I
mean, there's some of my oldest friends I still associate with their MySpace songs.
Oh wow!
My friend Lewis, who's in Preston Mico, he always had Everything Is All Right by Motion City Soundtrack. That was his MySpace song. And every time I hear that song, I think of him. I just associate it with him. So that is the power of MySpace songs, everybody.
Oh, nice. Are you from Crawley as well? No, Preston Mico from around there?
No. I'm from Croydon. Yeah, I'm from Croydon.
Nice. All right. Yeah. I have to get Preston Mico on the show again to try this out. I want to hear how they get on.
I guarantee you they'll harmonise the entire thing. Yeah. And it'll probably take them about 45 minutes just to get through the first song because they're the most scatty people I've ever met. In the nicest way possible.
Yeah, I think me and Luke just talked about MMA when he was on, but yeah, great guys. Okay, number 9. Let's get us back on the tracks here. Okay. On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life.
Oh my God, I actually don't know that one. I don't know it at all.
If it helps, most of the members of Creed are in this band. They just have a new singer.
Okay. Yeah, I know now instantly who the band is. It's Alter Bridge. My mum really likes Alter Bridge.
Great
Shout out
taste.
to my mum. What's his name? The guy who's in Alter Bridge, the singer.
Miles Kennedy.
That's it, Miles Kennedy.
Yeah.
I saw him with Slash. He's got a good voice.
Oh yeah, they did that album. But he did a few songs on Slash's album, didn't he?
Yeah, but unfortunately, I do not know the lyrics to the Alter Bridge song.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's I'll give you half because you got the band. Half a point. The track is Metalingus. For wrestling fans out there, that is Edge's theme music. And the next line is a better place and a broken dream, and we'll leave it all behind.
Is that? I guess that's probably just what it sounds like when they're singing it as well.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the voice.
I mean, I think Miles Kennedy is just Scott Stapp without the sex tapes. So.
Oh wow. Wow.
Oh, a bridge agree.
I saw a really good video of Creed doing it was like a American football game.
Oh my God, yes.
Have you seen it? Have you seen this video?
I think I know what you're about to say.
And
yeah.
it's like he's like running, and then I think he starts like flying, and he's got like it's just.
Oh no, this isn't. I thought you were talking about when Scott Stapp sang the national anthem before a game, which was also incredible. But I've not seen that one.
No, this one. I think they're doing like My Sacrifice or something, or the other one that they do.
With arms wide open. Yes.
That's it. Yeah. And yeah, it's one of those things where if you weren't given the context, you would just think it was taken straight out of like a satirical program, because it's so just everything about it is so textbook. It's brilliant.
So the Skype machine dies here for about 30 seconds or so. I just talk about how I'm desperate to get Scott Stapp on Stappoke for episode 100, and and then we laugh and we joke. Anyway, back to the chat.
Up episode 100.
Let me know when that happens, because I want to be there.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So we've got half a point on that one. How many have we done now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was number 8.
I'm really letting myself.
So that's number 9. I just want to break you down so badly.
Didn't we do this one? No, we did the other one. Oh no, yeah, no, yes. I just want to break you down so badly.
Yes.
Oh, it's another one of those ones where I just made up the lyrics all my life. Something, and you say, I just want to break you down so badly in the worst way. I know it's Make Damn Sure by Taking Back Sunday.
Okay, 1 point in the bag there.
Is it like I just hang on everything you say?
It's close. It does end with you say. But if your foot got caught on something and you fell over, you would have
trip. You would trip. Yeah.
Yes.
I trip on everything you say.
Yes.
I get it. Okay.
Yes,
I'm going to take it. I'm just going to take the point and run. Take 2 points and run that one.
Yes. Awesome. I think I've redeemed myself for the mantra one. I think that was a bit harsh.
No.
Okay, we're back. Okay, I've redeemed myself. Okay, so
really
this
upset
is the
with
last
myself
one.
if I didn't get a Taking Back Sunday one now.
Okay, this is the last one. Numero 10. I'm in the business of misery. Let's take it from the top.
She's got a body like an hourglass. It's ticking like a clock.
Yeah.
Misery Business. Paramore.
Boom. 2. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
I don't even
finish strong.
Did you see Machine Gun Kelly's cover of that?
Yes, that's why I threw it in. I literally watched it earlier today.
Yeah.
Is he going through an emo phase? That is is he all right? Like
he's going through a phase of something. I don't know what it was. But...
Eminem smashed him up so badly. He's changed genres. Like wow.
Yeah. No, I don't really know what he's doing, to be honest with you. Or Travis Barker.
Rate it. Yeah. Travis Barker loves it.
My favorite bit was when he replaces the word honey with homie. that was really my favorite bit. I'm sorry, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. Really good.
Okay. Let's do an add up here. Okay, so 3, 5, 5.5, 7.5, 8, 9.
It's no milk teeth, is it? It's no milk teeth.
9.5, 11.5, and 13.5. So you beat Loaf, which is the main thing.
I beat Loaf.
Yeah.
Oh. That's in the morning when you get up, you go, God, I hope I beat Loaf today.
Yeah, well, that's how I start every day. So you are currently 4th.
So I'm not the worst, but not the best.
I mean, you're on your own. You're the only one who's done it on your own. So
yeah.
Take that, maybe double the points. You'd be 27. You got 27 out of 20.
That's mathematically impossible within the boundaries of the quiz, which I'm all for.
That's Stappoke.
So do that and put me at the top, please.
Okay, awesome. What can we expect from Wallflower in 2020? We've got the new album. What else we got lined up?
At this point, who knows?
Yes, this is a tough question.
Yeah, well, no, definitely a new album coming out. Definitely more songs in the meantime. Probably some fun bits along the way. We will be touring like as soon as people are allowed out of their houses again. We will be out on the road, and we'll try and get some. We might even try and do a headline show at some point.
Awesome.
Which is something that we've never done. That's if people like the album. People might hate it. We might just disappear into the abyss.
Hungry Eyes and your previous stuff to go by, it's going to be awesome. Excited.
Well,
the pale heads need watering.
That's it. Yeah, it's been a while. Well, I appreciate your kind words. It's been a long time for us. So I'm really happy to sort of be, doing songs again. And awesome. Doing songs again is the best way that I can explain. But yeah.
Excited to hear it. Where can everyone follow Wallflower on the socials?
So we've got like 3 different social media names because we're the worst at everything. You can get us on. I tell you what, if you go to wallflowerband.com, you can get all our socials on there. Get pre-order our record. You can watch our most recent video as well as everything else we've ever released. Basically, anything you need to know about our band is on wallflowerband.com. It's probably the best place.
Awesome. Go check it out. Vinny, thanks so much for joining me, man. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you too. Thank you very much for having me.
You're on Riverside.
That was my chat with Vinny from Wallflower there. He did not bad for the Stappoke. Since he was a lone wolf, he wasn't last, which is fair play. But be sure to check out their forthcoming debut full-length album, Teach Yourself to Swim. It's out on the 5th of June, and we're going to end the show with their track Hungry Eyes. But before that, bit of housekeeping. I have built a website for Rockology Hour. It's called the site is www.rockologyhour.com, and it literally has an archive of all the interviews, a bit about me, and links to the show and whatnot. And yeah, go check it out. It's got all the links to the socials on there at Rockology Hour if you want to go straight there. But yeah, the main thing is it has the archive of all the interviews on there, which took quite a bit of a while to put together. But I'm just glad I've got it in one place and it looks nice and neat and tidy. And yes, the brand is the purple, the whites, the greys, the blacks, just cascading through the JavaScript. But yes, check it out, rockologyhour.com. If you just want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Rockology Hour. Same on the Twitter, Facebook. If you want to go Facebook, if you're old school like that, it's what is it? It's Rockology Hour Radio Show, I believe. But you can follow Riverside Radio at This Is Riverside on the social handles. Follow Riverside Radio on Facebook to keep up to date with all its goings on. And yeah, thanks very much for listening. Thanks to Vinny for coming on the show, giving me a lot of his time. That was really awesome. We're going to end the show with the track Hungry Eyes. For podcast listeners, stay tuned. I'm going to throw my record of the week on the end of this show because we don't have time in this hour for the live broadcast. Hope everyone's staying safe and staying in and not going too stir crazy. Yeah, keep up to date with all the best alternative music. We'll be back next week. Nothing's going to stop us. And we're going to end this show with the amazing track from Wallflower. This is Hungry Eyes. It goes something like this. See you next week.
We said we
That was my chat with Vini Moreira-Yeoell from Wallflower. I hope I got that right. Still, even to this day, incorrect regarding his name. But be sure to check out their forthcoming record, Teach Yourself to Swim, out 5th of June 2020, baby. I'm really excited for that one. Really fired up. I think they've even done a Coldplay cover, which is actually really decent, which is surprising because Coldplay did the original song. But yeah, check those guys out on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, YouTube, whatever you do to ingest your music. And you can follow Rockology Hour on the socials at Rockology Hour on Twitter, Facebook, Rockology Hour Radio Show. And yeah, make sure there's one thing I want you to remember is to hit the subscribe button. Do it. Yeah, if you hit the subscribe button, you'll be getting these podcasts injected into your phone archive automatically. Whether it's iTunes, Spotify podcasts, Acast, Stitcher. I've run out. I don't know the rest. There's loads. I imagine you use one of those. But yeah. Thanks for listening to the show. Feel free to tweet at me or slide Donsley DMs for feedback on the show, what you'd like to see, what bands you'd like to get on, and all that jazz. And if you want to hear the full version of the radio show, you can actually go to either the Rockology Hour website, which takes you through to the Mixcloud account, or the Riverside Radio Mixcloud account. I have literally every episode, interview or non-interview, on there. I think there's 80 now, so as of recording. So yeah, please go check that out if you want to hear the whole thing. Thanks very much for listening. I've been your host, your resident rock connoisseur, Jake Storer. Have a good week. Stay safe and stay sane. I'm off.
Rockology Hour Interviews.